Good morning, Sam. It is Monday, August 23rd for you. For me, it is last week because right now I'm on the canoeing orientation and I won't have internet, so this one's pre-recorded. Today I was finishing the final export on my film for this summer and writing up a little bit of a reflection about the process and about what I've been doing, and the theme that seemed to come through this film was writing. It was a film that needed to be written and rewritten and rewritten. When I was applying to make this film, I submitted a 20-page temp script, which was really a film where Chinatown meets The Matrix. A hard-boiled private investigator working in a world that seems to have some science fiction elements. But that script was confused. It was 20 pages of plot and ideas that seemed to be kind of jumbled together in this mass that really just kind of left it empty at the end of the film. So when it came time to actually make the film that I was going to make this summer, I realized that 20-page script just wasn't going to cut it. It was too long, too garbled. There was just too much there. And so, instead, I decided to try and find the story within that had an emotional arc. Because the thing that I've learned in film school so far is that the best films are the ones that catch you emotionally. They're the ones that grab you because of the characters, usually not because of the plot. Now, the plot is important and the plot is good, and the plot drives the story, but you stay for the characters, you stay for the emotion that they're going through. And so I took one piece of that story. I took a piece about a woman who thought she had a stalker, a piece that I thought was relatively interesting, and I expanded on that. Instead of this being a bunch of crazy, big, giant ideas garbled together, it was one idea. So that's the script that I wrote. I wrote a script that was shorter, more concise, and cleaner. But the writing didn't stop there. Once I'd written the film, then I actually had to film it. I actually had to capture these ideas with video and sound in a way that was going to create something that was interesting for a viewer to watch. I had a sense of how I was going to do it. Obviously, when I'm writing, I'm visualizing what the story's going to be, but it wasn't clear, it wasn't completely cohesive. So when I'm on the set, on the day, looking at different shots, I'm deciding what it is that I'm going to capture, how I'm going to capture it, how the lighting is going to look, which lens am I going to use, in order to create this piece of the story. Even then, the writing still doesn't stop, because then I have to edit the film. I have to take all of those pieces together, and I have to arrange them in a timeline and create a story. Now, there's no one that says those pieces have to be in the exact order I wrote them, certainly not the exact order I filmed them, as films are often filmed out of order. And so, I wrote it again, putting the scenes together in the way that I thought that they should go, rearranging some things, cutting pieces out. Almost every scene lost a couple of shots or a line of dialogue, or maybe just a few frames here or there. It got trimmed shorter and shorter and shorter. I even ended up omitting an entire scene from the film because it wasn't working and it wasn't contributing to the story. So I kept trimming, I kept trying to find the story. Written, and written again. And maybe if we want to get heady, the film even gets written once more when an audience watches it. When the images on screen get placed onto their own experience and they're able to take it in. I don't know, Sam. I'm just thinking a lot about movies now as I'm finishing my own. Sam! I'll see you tomorrow.